Hi Tubies, it's Subsweek here on Pagan Perspective and I'm your Tuesday host Ariana Ravenheart. However, this is the last time you will be seeing me here on Subsweek because Annie from the Mirth and Reverence channel, who does the regular Thursday slot at the moment on Pagan Perspective, is taking some time off. She's got a lot going on at the moment in her personal life and she wants to take some time off to concentrate on that and get some stuff sorted out. But she wanted me to say goodbye to everybody here and to let you know that she might be back on YouTube again in the future. But as of yet, she is taking some time off and we won't be seeing her on Pagan Perspective for a while. So I have been asked to fill the regular Thursday slot, so I'll be seeing more of you and you'll be seeing more of me, and I'm very excited to take that slot, and it means a great deal to me because I love Annie so much and I love watching her videos. I always have. So for me, it's a great honour to be filling in for Annie because she's meant so much to me and inspired me so much in the past, and I do hope to see her soon again on YouTube. So, on with the week's topic. This week we have been sent a video topic, so the question itself is like a topic for discussion. It's been sent in by Accusing Eyes 92, and I will put a link to her video in the box below as well. If you didn't see yesterday with Charlie, that was a really good response, and to be honest that did cover a lot of what I wanted to say myself, so that leaves me with very little more to add to the subject, to be honest. So we are discussing the topic of cryptozoology, and the definition of that is along the lines of people who believe in and are said to have seen mythological creatures, and mythological creatures covers basically any animal for which there is no anthropological evidence. So scientists haven't found any skeletons or anything like that, and so they haven't been able to confirm the existence of that creature. So as Charlie mentioned yesterday, that covers things from like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, to which this topic I think is specifically aimed at, but also other animals which are assumed to be in existence but are yet to be confirmed. So I think we're really focusing on sort of like legendary mythical creatures like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster at the moment. And the video that was sent in by Accusing Eyes 92 was also very informative as well. It was very short, very brief, but there was a lot of information in that, and it gave me a lot of food for thought actually about the topic. Charlie said yesterday that she doesn't say whether she believes or disbelieves because she doesn't really know enough about it to say whether she'd believe or not. And to be honest, I am pretty much in the same position. I've never heard of cryptozoology before, but obviously I've heard the legends of things like Bigfoot, like the Loch Ness Monster and stuff like that. However, I am slightly more sceptical, and I find that in my own path that's quite a hard thing to do because I have a very scientific background and a scientific mind, and I find it very hard to give a reason for why I do a lot of the things I do in my spiritual practice, because it's not necessarily based in a whole great deal of physical evidence or scientific evidence. So it can be a lot of confusing for people. It can be very confusing for people when I tell them, that I have this very new age spiritual path, but at the same time, I come from this very scientific background and scientific education, so people don't really see how that can go hand in hand, and a lot of the time I do struggle myself to keep those things in balance. As for the existence of these mythical creatures though, like Bigfoot and Loch Ness, I don't think they have a place in the physical realm. That means that I don't believe these creatures exist physically. But the one thing that I did think when this topic was sent to us was that there is a possibility, because I am open to the fact that there are more things out there in the universe than have been explained, and I believe there's a great deal out there that is yet to be explained. That's one of the great things about being a scientist and a spiritual person, is that you can appreciate there is a lot more going on in this universe than we have evidence for, or even words enough to explain. So I don't believe they exist on the physical realm. I don't believe that we could find, you know, necessarily hard physical evidence for these things. But I do think, like Accusing Eyes 92 mentioned, that there is a potential of them existing in another plane, such as the astral plane. I don't actually believe in spirits as well. I don't believe in spirits as a physical manifestation. I don't feel like spirits can affect you physically. I know a lot of people are affected by spirits physically, or what they assume to be spirits affecting them physically. But as Charlie mentioned yesterday, she had a really, really good explanation for why she feels that demons don't exist for her, is that we are on a different vibrational frequency to those things. And I totally agree with that. So watch Charlie's video. It was very informative and very interesting. But that is the same for me. I don't feel like I am on the same vibrational frequency as spirits from the astral realm. Therefore, I am not affected by that physically. So that doesn't affect me in my practice, in my life. And the same goes for mythical creatures such as Bigfoot or Loch Ness. I am not on that same vibrational level. I am not affected by that. Therefore, it doesn't concern me in my physical realm. So that is sort of how I can explain that. Charlie's video does explain a lot of how I feel the same way as she does in regards to demons or spirits or whatever. So definitely check out Charlie's video. But I do accept the possibility of these things existing potentially in another realm, such as the astral realm, because, like I say, I do believe that there are other realms out there that can't necessarily be explained by hard physical or scientific evidence. So I hope that pretty much covers it. So definitely watch Accusing Eyes 92 video, because that was sent in with the topic at hand, and also watch Charlie's video from yesterday if you haven't already, because it was very informative. So, I will see you again next week on Thursdays with the regular Pagan Perspective team. And until then, may you all blessed be.